It does. Awesome. Hey everybody, my name is Jeff, and I come from a company called Zeppelin. So we're an inbox for your business data. And yes, in case you're wondering, those are 3 P's in our Twitter username. So unfortunately, we're very serious, but our team is not always as serious, okay? We do business, but we also like to have fun. And so a little bit of our background. Some of our team is back home in Europe, so we all come from a country called Slovenia. It has 2 million people, so roughly the size of the Boston area. And together, for the last 10 years, we've been working on various SaaS applications. And we found there's a problem when you're dealing with all of these applications and you're dealing with a company and you have a lot of different SaaS applications that you're using yourself. And it's so hard to keep track of everything, especially if you're an executive and you're on the go, you're always between meetings, you're pitching to investors, you're talking with people. So we said, how about if we build something that will help us keep track of our company? And this idea got us accepted into Techstars Boston, which is why we moved here. And we built the first version of Zeppelin, hope you can see it well. And it's a combination of a collaboration tool and business intelligence. And it basically helps you keep track of your company. So on one side, on this one, you get a stream of everything that is going on inside your company. So kind of like Twitter or Facebook for your company. But on this side, you get metrics from all of those cloud-connected applications. So like MailChimp and like Google Analytics. So you can instantly see exactly what is going on and then talk with your company about it. So if I see that my visitors are dropping, I can ask my team what's going on. And when we launched it, it took us about a little less than a month to get 1,000 users from over 500 companies. And what was interesting was that they connected for at least 5 applications on average. And then what we noticed was this pattern of the most active user, and it was the executive. When we started building the application, we thought it's going to be people like that are actually working and building the product and stuff like that, not the executives. But it turns out the executives were most interested in what is going on in the company. And they, when we started getting feedback, they said, listen, I would love to have this information when I'm outside of the office. So the next logical step was to build an iPhone app. So we built Zeppelin for iPhone. And when we started thinking about it and kind of going deeper into the whole idea of the problem, we noticed there's actually something there. Those executives weren't kidding. Because we have a lot of sources of data. There's data in the cloud, in all of our cloud applications like Salesforce and MailChimp and Google Analytics. And then there's data that resides in our own servers, in our own spreadsheets and stuff like that. And sure, there are BI solutions, there are complex solutions, they cost a lot of money that consolidate that data. But again, if you're a small company, you can't afford that. Plus, they're built for analysts and they're built for desktop machines. But if I'm an executive, like people do on Twitter, I just want to pull out my phone and refresh and see what's going on. But there's no real solution, so that's what we're building. So there's a little bit of problem on the slide, but no problem. Anyway, so how Zeppelin looks, before we go into the demo, there's 3 key components of Zeppelin. The first one is a dashboard-like view that shows you metrics and KPIs. So once we connect to your data sources, like those SaaS applications, we get 3 key metrics from each application. So for MailChimp, that's the number of your subscribers. For Google Analytics, for example, it's the visitors. And we just pull those relevant metrics into this dashboard. We also have a stream where you can see updates of what is going on across your company. So everything that goes on inside these applications, you get these little updates, and you can also set alerts. So if your sales team is not closing enough deals in a week, you get notified, call your sales team up, hey, what's up? Also, we do collaboration. So if your support team closes all the tickets in one day, you just say, guys, you did an amazing job. So for the demo, I'll just do it brief because I think we're almost out of time. problems with the demo. That's for running iOS 7. It's no problem. All right, so because I know we're out of time, I basically showed you the app. Dominic, can you just switch back to the presentation? All right. The app is live on the App Store. You can go to zeppelin.co/mobile, and you can download it from the App Store. And we really appreciate your feedback.
Sure.
All right, so that's it. Are there any questions?
So do you have a process where you develop a schema that connects all the data sources together, or is it the company has to do all that?
No, we do it. So we built a platform, in the back end that allows us to easily scale the number of integrations. The only requirement is that there is an API on the other side, and once we do that, we just get the 3 metrics, and we bring them into our warehouse, and that's basically where we do our magic.
So I saw an Excel icon, I think, on one of the slides. What are some of the kind of the local data sources that you guys support? Can I push up my Excel sheet that I generate? Somebody just generates locally and get that to my executive on the dashboard?
So there's a whole lot of data being stored in either Excel spreadsheets or Google Drive and so on. Right now we're not bringing that into the application per se. We are building an SDK. We're going to launch it very soon. And that's going to enable you to bring that, more or less any local data source, to our warehouse.
How much does it cost?
So right now it's free.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is in the future we're going to introduce a priced plan that's going to allow you to connect some premium applications. So Salesforce, so first of all, we have applications that are already free in the market, and those will remain free. But then there are applications that are not free, for which we will charge probably around $50 per user a month. So something like that.
And once the person gets on your platform, can he get out of it?
Of course. The
I know
data.
you can get out of it, but can he take his data back to them?
The data doesn't. So we don't move the data to us.
Okay, it's just presentation.
It's still in all those applications that your team will use. They will continue using it. It's just you, as an executive, will get that data aggregated in a different view. So if you want to change the platform for some reason, the data is still in all of those applications.
Yeah. Two thoughts. One is Salesforce is a great idea. That's awesome. People jumping into it. The second is there a way, and I guess you must have done now, but do the executives ever think about switching the metrics they look at? And is there a way to do that? And have they even asked about it?
They have, or more specifically, they haven't. The analysts inside companies have.
Yeah.
So we still have a web backend, and we're going to expose that to analysts inside companies. They'll basically be able to set everything up for the executive and just push it to the mobile phones. And yes, they'll be able to choose the metrics and just connect whatever and show whatever they need. Any other questions? Sure.
So do you guys present the data that's coming from the other SaaS services, or do you actually compute metrics by yourself, or rather present additional metrics on top of what you already have?
So it's actually both. Right now we're pulling the data and presenting that. As we get more and more data, we start getting smarter about it. So we're able to compute certain other metrics. I don't know, for Salesforce, which is an example, for the last 5 deals, we can give you an average deal size. So in the updates, you kind of get this annotated report. So we can be smart about it. There's a question in the back.
Yeah, my question was, are you going to integrate eventually with services like Basecamp or even Google Apps for business, or do you do them as independent?
Yes, we're going to integrate with them. So either we're going to write the code, or once we do release the SDK, developers will just write it when they need it. So we don't necessarily view them as competitors, not at all. All right.
Thank you, Zappix. Thank you, Zeppelin. Next is Mood Snap with David Blumenthal.
If you could plug those speakers into that computer too, that'd be great. There's a little headphone jack on the ones next to it. If not.
Join Boston New Technology Meetup. Sponsor an event or a venue. Present your idea and attend to network with Boston's brightest. Details are at www.bostonnewtech.org and in the video description.